Okay, everybody should have a red pen in their possession. Everybody should have their test out. I have no idea why you would put your test away. If I was you, I would want to know exactly what I did wrong on every single problem I missed.
Sure, yeah.
So, red pens are up there. Okay, this is how we learn. This is part of the learning process. We go through, we mark up, okay? Right here, own your mistakes, make mistakes, fix your mistakes, learn from your mistakes. Probably the best lesson you can take from my class. Because life will be full of making mistakes. That's how we learn. Watch out.
Watch out.
Yeah, don't mess with
How
her.
many mistakes did they make? Should I just take them all?
No, they made mistakes.
Oh,
Somewhere.
Can you leave some?
just leave some? Are you going over the test right now?
Yeah.
Oh, we time
We already
to
corrected ours.
I corrected my assignment too. I'm all you can hear your voice, Miss Brown.
Okay. Number 1, follow directions. Okay? Number 1, follow directions. These were all the choices you had. I told you that none of these was not a choice. So that's all you had to choose from.
How many people wrote how many?
None.
Oh.
But I can't believe how many wrote complementary. When complementary is 2 angles, it had to be 90. None of these were complementary. So, what is the relationship between 1 and 8? They are corresponding angles. What do we know about corresponding angles? They're congruent. What do we know about 1 and 6? Well, 1's an exterior angle, 6 is an interior angle. What did we say about every angle in this diagram is either congruent or what to every other angle? Supplementary. So every angle is either congruent or supplementary. So if this is not a special angle pair, 1 and 6, and they're not congruent, then they're what? Supplementary. Yes, Matthew.
So when we go to fix your mistakes, how do we write that word?
Okay, you're gonna write down right now, and then on your mistake sheet you're gonna write. What did you put?
I put alternate interior.
I put that 1 and 6 are alternate interior angles, but angle 1 is an exterior angle.
Okay.
That's what I would write. Okay? 3 and 7. 3 and 7 are vertical angles. Vertical angles are congruent or equal. Okay? What about 2 and 3? 2 and 3 are alternate exterior angles. What do we know about alternate exterior angles? They are congruent. Okay? What about 4 and 3? Well, they're exterior angles. Are they alternate exterior? No. So since they're exterior and they're not alternate exterior, they're not congruent, they are supplementary. We don't have anything that says exterior angles on the same side of the transversal hole. You let them in paper. Okay? Yes, you have to. You put the magnet in the right place? Okay, and then finally 5 and 7. What do we call 2 angles that make a straight line? What do we call 2 angles that make a straight line? Supplementary. Okay. So really that one, for whatever reason, tricked up a lot of you. But if you followed the directions and you understood that if they're not congruent, they're supplementary, you should have done well on that. Okay. If angle 1 is 48, list all other angles that are 48. So what else is congruent to angle 1? Angle 5 because it's vertical, angle 8 because it's corresponding, angle 4 because it's alternate exterior. So 5, 8, and 4. Okay? Angles 5, 8, and 4 are also 48 degrees. Using angle 1, what does the other degree measure? Well, if they're all supplementary, isn't it 180 minus 48? Yeah. 132. Okay? So, did that help you? And I know we wrote that in our notes. List all angles with the degree measure that are 132. Well, it's everything that's not 3, 7, 6, and 2. All of the obtuse angles. Okay? Got that? Everybody? Okay. Over here, you guys didn't do too badly. Remember, we spent that whole time creating this for our toolkit, and we subtracted the number of triangles from the number of sides, or we found out that the number of triangles inside it was always 2 less. So if it's an 8-sided octagon, how many triangles are inside? 6. Then we learned that there was an equation that we figured out. The sum of the measure of the interior angles could be found by going n minus 2 times 180. And when you do that on that one, you get what?
You get 260.
You get B. Okay? When you did the same thing for an octagon has 8 sides. So you did 8 minus 2 times 180, which is 1080. Right? Got that, Landon? Okay. Now, find the measure of one interior angle. So what do I do if I want one interior angle? I divide this by the number of angles, 8. And what do I get?
Yeah, 135.
Okay? And then if I want to find one interior angle of a 23-agon, I go 23 minus 2 times 180 divided by 23, and what do I get? 164.3. Okay? So those are pretty basic. Most of you, this is where you made a mistake on the first page. Most of you. Okay. Next page. How many degrees in a circle? 360. This was almost the exact same problem off of the practice test. And some of you, believe it or not, missed that problem.
I got it.
That was worth 1 point. How many degrees is this little angle that's part of the equilateral triangle?
60.
60. How about the corner of the square?
90.
How about the other corner of the square?
90.
How about the corner of the hexagon?
120.
Okay? It was just like the practice test, just a little different shape. Okay, this one, this matches this, so what I told you to do on this is a good strategy was to draw out the triangle separately. Okay? So if this is 90 degrees, and this is 20 degrees, and this is 30 degrees plus y, then I know that this is 110 plus 30, 140. And how many degrees are in a triangle? 180. So what does y have to be?
I would have to be
40. If I do the same thing with this triangle, this is x plus 20, 90, and 30. Well, then this is 140 plus x. What is this one going to be?
40.
40. If you use the strategy I gave you, you probably got that right.
Yeah.
What is this? This is just an example of the exterior angle theorem. If you draw an angle on the exterior of a triangle when you extend a side, the two farthest away angles, if you add them together, it equals that. So 45 plus 55 is 100. Most of you got that right. Now on this one, you're given the exterior angle, so it's 40 plus what is 100? And the answer is 60. That's all. All you had to do was do the same thing, but on that one you subtracted. Okay?
Got it.
All right. Next page. This problem was worth 2 points. Angle 1. How many degrees are in a triangle? 180. So I have 180 minus 72. 108. So this has to be 108. Well, what do I know about this? Well, I know that this is the exterior angle theorem. I also know that these are supplementary. Either way, you get 72. Okay? Find the value of x in the diagram below. What do I know about, this is the exterior angle theorem one more time. This plus this equals that. 93 plus 9x plus 3. We didn't give you many algebra problems on here. We tried to narrow that down for you to make it a little easier. We get that. We subtract 96 from both sides. So we get 9x equals 36, divided by 9, and x equals 4.
I did that wrong. I was,
So if you're really smart, you just copied that work down, so when you go to fill out your mistake sheet, you already have the work done. Okay, number 13. Find the measure of angle 2 if angle 1 is 56. What do I know about angles 1 and 2? They are what?
vertical.
1 and 2 are supplementary. They're not corresponding, so they're not congruent. 1 and 8 are corresponding, so then 8 and 2 are supplementary, so 1 and 2 are supplementary. So 180 minus 56.
I got those right.
Okay? Find the measure of angle 4. Find the measure of angle 4 if angle 1 is 34. What do I know about 1 and 4? They are
Supplementary.
alternate exterior. They're congruent. They're congruent. They're alternate exterior.
But how does that equal 34?
What do you mean, how does it?
Yeah. Freaking
That's
exactly.
it, just because they're complementary?
No, they're alternate exterior. And alternate exterior angles are always congruent.
Oh, and congruent is equal, okay.
Yes. Okay. This one. How are 8 and 4 related? They are what?
Corresponding.
Corresponding. Same position, just below different parallel lines.
Yeah.
If 8 measures 108, so if 8 measures 108 degrees, what is the sum of the measures of 1 and 4? So what is this plus this? Well, if 4 is 108, how many degrees is 1?
108.
108, because it's vertical to that. What is the sum of 108 and 108?
216.
Okay, it says sum. Sum is bold, and sum is italicized. Plus, on the practice test, the problem also asks for the sum. Are you starting to see a connection between studying from your practice test and preparing for your test? Okay, hopefully the answer is yes. All right, these are two parallel lines cut by a transversal. It's just kind of rotated. What is the name of angles 1 and 4? They're what? Alternate interior. Okay? What is the, if angle 1 equals 72 degrees, what is the measure of angle 2?
72 degrees.
72, they're vertical. And vertical angles are what? Congruent. Okay, what is the measure of angle 3?
108.
108, because it is supplementary to 2.
Yeah.
So again, most of this was toolkit work.
Yeah.
Most of this was in your notes.
You have to show like the vertical angles that like are yeah, this one, yeah, have that.
No.
Alright.
Okay, find the missing, okay, what do I know about 129 and y? They're supplementary, they make a straight line. 180 minus 129 is 51. What do I know about the sum of the measures of the angles in a quadrilateral? 360. So 118 plus 74 plus 51 plus x is 360. So this is 192, 243.
Can't see.
So you get 117.
What? No.
So you get 117.
Very good, Landon. Okay.
118, 74, 51. But why do you add that?
Why do I add what?
Why do you
Because I
add-
know, Brian, that this angle plus this angle plus this angle plus this angle is 360.
Oh.
Because the sum of the angles in a quadrilateral is 360. Right?
Right.
Number 19. We have a pentagon. What is the sum of the angles in a pentagon?
I got the.
5 minus 2 times 180,
Forgot to divide.
which is 3 times 180, which is 540. So 90 plus 112 plus 148, zip it please that, plus 3x plus 10 plus x is equal to 540. Combine like terms, 260, 350, 360 plus 4x equals 540. So I'm just solving an equation that I wrote. Subtract 360 from both sides. So 4x equals 180. Divide both sides by 4, and x equals 45. The bonus was actually really simple.
It was
How many degrees in a triangle?
180.
Well, if this is 35 and that's 59, that's 94. What's 180 minus 94? 86. So x is 86. What do I know about x and z? Supplementary. Oh, so that means this one is 94. Well, if this is 94, and this is, what is that, 11? So 94 plus 11 plus y equals 180, because that's what y is going to be. So 105 plus y equals 180. What's y?
Yes, I'm on fire today.
I didn't do math.
I didn't even do this.
Okay. So if you look at all the partial points available, it was worth 33 points. So if you put your number over 33
That's it.
and divide, you'll get your percent.
We already have the percent.
So I will give you the rest of the period.